Honor just announced the 7X, an iterative update to the 6X which helped them make a name for themselves in the US. While that device is more than a little compelling, if you thought that was the best Honor phone that you could get your hands on, you'd be mistaken. Meet the Honor V10. The V10 looks pretty similar to the 7X on the outside, but there's a lot going on under the hood. It's using Huawei's flagship Kirin 970 octa-core processor and a 12-core Mali G72 GPU, so it's going to tear through any multi-threaded workload that you throw at it. It's got 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage standard, and those are specs you'd normally only expect to see on something like the Huawei Mate 10. That's pretty impressive for an Honor phone. Oh, that V in the name? Yeah, apparently that stands for View. We asked them what the naming scheme actually meant while we were at the event, and they told us that 5.99-inch 18:9 display symbolized a new view for both the consumer and the company. Seeing as the Honor 7X also has an 18:9 display, this confused me a little bit, but I digress. Still, that screen looks good, and I'm not turned off by 1080p. The bigger screen does demand a bigger battery, but I feel like Honor really hit the mark with this one. It's packing a 3750 mAh battery, which should help last a full day and hopefully some more, but we'll have to do some more in-depth testing in our full review. The cameras are also significantly improved over the 7X. It's using dual 16 and 20 megapixel shooters with an ultra-wide aperture range. Those go from f.95 to f16. This should let you get some really nice depth of field out of this thing. The front-facing camera is actually pretty good too. It's got a resolution of 13 megapixels, and we're going to do some further testing down the road to see just how well it compares to other flagships on the market today. The camera's got all those fancy effects just like it's got in the 7X, like moving pictures, monochrome, slow motion, just to name a few. We haven't had enough time with this to really test out its capabilities, but it seemed like we got some pretty good shots with it at the event. The I/O is not really slouching either. You've got USB-C, a rear-firing speaker, front-facing fingerprint sensor, and yeah, a headphone jack. That's rare for flagships these days. It's also got dual SIM trays and a micro SD card slot, so you can always get more storage if you fill up those 128 gigs. The V10 is going to ship running EMUI 8.0, which is based on Android 8 Oreo. You're not going to have to worry about missing out on the latest and greatest Android has to offer. It's going to be available in navy blue and midnight black, so yeah, no gold this time around, at least at launch. Honor hasn't announced pricing or availability for this phone, but we're guessing it's going to be pretty competitive considering Honor's history, and we think it'll probably launch in Q1 of 2018. Make sure you stay tuned to Android Authority for all the latest on the V10 as it hits. Keep tuned to our social sites for all the latest on Android, Google, and beyond. Because of course, we are your source for all things Android.